Hey guys, EthDo here, and today I'm back with a new video. In today's video, we're going to be counting down the top 5 secret bases in Minecraft. And by secret bases, I'm on about the actual location that you're putting your base to avoid detection best as possible. We're going to be going at this from the perspective of someone trying to play on a faction server or multiplayer survival server, so not a single player game. Now these, we're going to be assuming that we have the /home and the /sethome command, because pretty much every faction server and multiplayer survival server in general has these commands, which allows you to return to wherever you've set as your home, which will in this case be your base. Hope you agree with the list. Whether you do or not, be sure to put your top 5 in the comments below. Number 5 spot goes to a really high sky base. Now I'm not talking say like 100Y, I'm talking literally at the sky limit. If I get a block here, I cannot actually place any blocks higher than this. So the level you want to go to is probably about 253, just so you can place enough, get some chests in here. And you can make this really compact if you want, because obviously you've got the /sethome, you can just store stuff here, which is quite useful. And you could obviously expand sideways if you'd like to. Now the reason I'm going to be putting this so high is if I go right down to the floor, you can't actually see it. Even if I try and optifine in, or even just climb up these trees or these mountains, I can't actually see it. And there's, anyone would only ever see it if they pillared up, and is providing you get rid of the pillar afterwards and leave no trace, there's no reason why anyone should find this, because they've obviously got no incentive to pillar up to look for it. Number 4 on the list goes to building at bedrock level, but also in a deep ocean biome. Now the reason you want to be in this biome is because it's very hard for people to find you here, People don't just generally wander around the ocean like they do in the plains biome or something. Sometimes people will boat over there, and occasionally people will go looking for bases there. But if you hide it well enough, you shouldn't be found. Now of course, being at this level, it means that providing you're at 5, no bedrock should get in your way. Maybe be 6 just to be sure. I'm pretty sure you'll be alright on 5 as I am here though. And also you're obviously out of name tag reach. Now if I go right up to the top here, I'll show you how secret this base is. You obviously want this to be blocked off nicely. And so if we just break through here, without that block being there, like you can obviously see it, but with it there is absolutely no indication that there is a base under there. Even with night vision on, which people often do, they go over the top in their boat, or they float around or whatever, there is absolutely no indication that there is a base there. So it's really nice and secure, a really nice secret one. Try and avoid land masses if you can, and obviously don't just build at an ocean monument, because that's going to give your game away. And also if there's like a ravine underwater that kind of gives off its own light, generally just avoid light on the surface in general, but once you're into your confined area, as much light as you'd like. Number 3 on the list is going to go to an underground base in the Nether and under a lava lake all at once. Now all 3 aspects combine to make a really secret base. Now if I said there was a base somewhere in this lava lake, it could take you hours to find it. And that's knowing that there's one here. It could be over there, it could be anywhere. So that's how secret these are. Now what you'd want is fire resistance potion, and you want to jump down here, mine down as you would with the underwater one, but with a little bit more defense, because of course there's a massive lava lake above you and people just don't look for them here. Now once you're down here, you can make your normal base. Now I had to game mode 3 there just to find it myself, it was that secret. And once you're down here, you can nice and easily build a nice little base. This is at Y5 again. 5 is pretty useful. Generally with secret bases, they want to be either really high or really low in terms of Y. That's what's going to make your base secret. Once you're down here, no one's really going to look for you, so you can make a nice open wide area. I just done a really small one here just because it was nice and quick, but you could easily do a quite big one down here. No one's going to see a name tag through the lava, especially if you're a very low Y. The deeper the lava lake, the better, of course, and the more obscure, like don't have it next to the nether port you came through. And if you have all that combined, this can provide a really nice secret base. Number 2 on the list has gone to a base in the end, in the absolute middle of nowhere. Now if you get to the end, now this is the reason actually why I didn't get number 1. If the server allows you just to go to the end straight away, like /end, this is going to be a perfect base and could easily be number 1. you can just go to the end, go into like the whole main area where the Ender Dragon is, and just pillar away for as long as you like. And then I've actually pillared up as well to make a sky base, and I am literally just nowhere near anything. It's complete and utter void. There's nothing here apart from my little sky base. How anybody would find this, I do not know. You'd have to have, and unless the player is exceptionally lucky, it would have to be some kind of hack or something. I'm not sure. Even with that, I don't know how you'd find this. Literally, just you can make this as remote as you like. Just you could even spend a good 10 minutes pillaring away from the actual main formation of the end. Obviously, try and cover your tracks as well afterwards. So an efficiency pickaxe would be good. And obviously, maybe try and make it somewhat realistic so you don't have hours worth to mine back. But if you completely detach this from any kind of pillar or moving away like bridge sort of thing from the actual area, there is, in my opinion, no way this could be found. So secretive, and you wouldn't even have to be at this height. You could just be anywhere in this vast void of nothingness out here. Now the reason this hasn't got number 1 is because if you can't just do /end, I know there are certain servers where you have to get to the end yourself. That's going to be difficult because it's obviously endgame content, and you're not going to want, you want to build a base first off. That's the first thing you want to do, not one of the last things. So in that respect, it doesn't really work perfectly. But if you do have a /end available, this is a fantastic one to do. And the number 1 spot on our list is going to go to a secret base above the Nether. You heard that right. You can actually get above the Nether in survival. Now apparently they can, certain servers can try and stop you from doing this just because this secret base location is so OP. But I'm yet to play on a server that I couldn't do this on. So all you want to do is going to get some ender pearls, get some decent armor on. Regen potions could be quite useful too. And basically what you're going to do is go up to the top of the Nether and try and get as high as you can. If you can get as high as this, 1, 2, 4, then in theory that means there's only 2 bedrock above me at any one time. Now obviously down here, like I was trying to do it there's like 4, and it's not doable. So you want to try and get up to an area like this. It's randomly spawning where the bedrock is only too thick at the top, which is quite useful. And once you've found one of these areas, you can then do this. Now basically what you do is get your ender pearls. I'm going to hit that block, and then jump and hit it again, and then I just jump up, like inside the block. And then if you want, splash and regen down, and then you're above the Nether. And if you want to make this base really secret, I mean it's secret already because a lot of people may not even be aware you can get up here, or even have the resources to do so. The resources are fairly easy on this. I think I only used 2 ender pearl there, so it's not too resource worthy. But then obviously then make a sky base, and I just do not see how. There's no way people could find your base up here. I would possibly suggest moving the sky base somewhere that isn't directly where you just pillared up from, or whoops, where you actually did the ender pearl glitch. So if they found that, then they might then suddenly think, oh, if they get up here, then they'll think that your base might be directly above that. So maybe run off for a little bit. I've just put it right here for convenience, and then obviously make your sky base 253, the magic number there. And once you're up here, you can make your regular sky base, but it's so secret. I mean, 1, people don't go up here looking for bases. 2, some people don't even know that these bases, you can even get up here. And 3, once you're up here, it's just nothingness. Now, unfortunately, the Nether doesn't seem to be too high because you can probably see. Oh no, I can't see the base from down here. But maybe someone with a really good computer and a really high render distance might be able to. But I mean, I'm quite high up here, and I can only vaguely see it. I could quite easily run past that and not notice it. It's generally really hard to find bases up here. You could just hide one up here, and obviously /home when you need to. The reason it's got above the second one on the list was simply because the Nether, if you have to get there yourself, it's easier to get to than the end. I hope you've found this video helpful or in any way informative. Be sure to put your top 5 in the comments below, whether you agree or disagree. And I thank you for watching. Please do take 1 second to hit the like button below.